But speaking of money, and I've got to ask you about this guy because it's when I first became aware of you as a Hard Stern. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that the Hard Stern that you used to interact with is
Yeah.
nowhere nearly the guy that he is in 2019. So, what's your take on the changing of Hard Stern?
I hated it. I don't listen to his show in the last at least 10 years. I haven't listened. Um, I don't think it's funny anymore at all. I think he's changed for the worse. I'm on the same bandwagon as a lot of Stern fans who are disappointed in the direction he took. But I'll say this: I, as mad as I am, I can't get too mad at him because he gave us the best fucking radio for at least 25 years. And now that he's 65, he just doesn't want to do that shit anymore. So, as an artist, you can't get mad at an artist for just wanting to do something new. It's frustrating for us, but I always say to people, I was in that studio about 100 times. How many years can you throw baloney at a girl's ass in the studio and still make it fun? Like you start to become desensitized to everything. I remember being there one morning. These two sisters came on, and they ate each other out on the floor of the studio while we did the show, and we're all watching this. And it was like 7:10 in the morning, and I looked at Howard, and he didn't look so thrilled, like that was even going on. So I think he was getting tired of those kind of antics for a while. It sucks that it's gone, but once they let like guys like Gary and all these other guys, Ralph, curse and talk about their old sex stories, it lost its appeal for me. Because everybody on the Stern Show, and I've said this to them in front of me, everybody on that show was the kind of kid that you would pick last in the schoolyard if you were playing a game of football or rugby or basketball or soccer. They're all like fucking, they're nobodies. But on that show, they all have great personalities and they're great to fuck around with. But basically, they're all loser type guys. And it created an atmosphere of a bunch of guys who never got laid. And now suddenly they're talking about getting laid. And it didn't work for me.